I'm Catherine, and for this week and the next 2 weeks after this, most of my blogs and videos and stuff are going to be mainly focused on psychopomp work. So what that word actually means is a guide for the soul. That's the literal meaning of that word. And what it is someone who is actually helping a person or an animal who has died or is close to death to be able to cross over and do so with a peace and an an awareness of what is happening. It helps them to be able to have closure, help their loved ones to have closure with that as well, and help their loved ones to be able to feel some more grace with dealing with their loss afterwards. There's been a lot of myths about it as well. We have a lot of gods and beings throughout our history and cultures that do this as well. There's Sharon, the boatman, in like ancient Greek myth. There's Azrael, the archangel. So there's a lot of different tales about this. This isn't anything that is new. This is a really old work, and it's intense and important now because there's so many of us out there that we're not ready for death. We just want to keep thinking about our lives, and we have so much going on, and we're like, oh, I'm young, I don't need to think about this, and then it happens, and we never know when it's really going to happen. So no matter what our age is or what our health is, it could happen tomorrow. And if we're prepared, then it's not quite as difficult, no matter what the method of death is. And it's not as difficult for our loved ones if we're prepared also. So I think that's why it's an important work, especially in this time when we're living in a society that turns its back on death, will not barely even acknowledge it, and regards it with a lot of fear, and regards it as some sort of evil, sometimes even when it really isn't. It's just one more part of life. I mean, it's a very intense change. You know, it's just like with healing, it's change, it's drastic change, but we continue to exist, and that's helpful to remember too.